In case you're new here, I go on natural history and painting adventures in my pop-top Toyota Sienna minivan. Today we're going to continue our journey in Joshua Tree National Park by climbing up Ryan Mountain. As we climb the 1,000 feet up the Ryan Mountain Trail, we'll talk about natural history, including botany and geology. Some of the key things that we'll cover in this episode are cacti and junipers, and we'll also talk about what a metamorphic roof pendant is. I found my painting spot. Once we are about a third of the way from the top of Ryan Mountain, we start to see some darker banded rock, which is some of the oldest exposed rock in the park. This is mainly a metamorphic rock known as Pinto gneiss, which started as ancient sedimentary rock formed offshore nearly 2 billion years ago. Much later, around 90 million years ago, molten granite rose up beneath and cooled underground. This eventually formed the lighter, iconic granitic boulders we see a lot through the park. As erosion stripped away the overlying layers across millions of years, isolated remnants of the ancient metamorphic crust remain behind. The top of Ryan Mountain is one of these remnants, known as a roof pendant. The roof pendant basically consists of pre-existing rocks that the magma intruded into. These rocks were metamorphic gneiss formed under high pressure and temperature. As we transition from the basin to higher elevations, we notice that more junipers appear. In Joshua Tree, Juniperus osteosperma appears. Junipers are true conifers and have scale-like leaves that help to reduce water loss. For First Nation peoples in the area, juniper is an important plant. It has berry-like cones which could be ground for food or sometimes eaten fresh, and it's also used medicinally. It also has dense wood, which was useful for making tools and occasionally used for structural elements. It also helps to provide shelter for animals and helps to stabilize the fragile desert soils. If you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing, as I hope we can grow this channel to get people to appreciate and hopefully protect nature. Joshua trees typically only grow about 1 to 3 inches a year. They can take about 50 to 60 years to reach maturity and can live for hundreds of years and grow over 40 feet tall. Joshua tree are considered an indicator species of the health of the Mojave Desert ecosystem. They act as an early warning system because they are highly sensitive to stressors in the environment. Increased aridity and rising temperatures, as well as habitat damage by development and illegal off-roading, threaten Joshua trees' survival, with studies predicting they could lose up to 90% of their range by the end of the century. Some of the most recognizable plants in Joshua Tree are its cacti. Chollas are members of the genus Cylindropuntia. They may look soft and almost fluffy, but their spines are finely barbed and help the plant defend itself while also reflecting sunlight and reducing heat stress. Cholla stem segments detach easily and cling to passing animals, including humans, using their spines, and this helps them disperse across the desert. Beavertail cactuses are related to chollas, but they are in the genus Opuntia and grow in broad, paddle-like shaped segments. Barrel cactuses belong to the genus Ferocactus and are often solitary and have a rib structure that allows the stem to expand as it stores rainwater. The strong hooked spines help to protect the plant from sun and also herbivores. Plant species in general are important in the Mojave Desert ecosystem, as they help to provide shelter for animals and also stabilize soil. And cactuses in particular are useful for storing water. This is a pinyon pine, where pine nuts are derived from. Its scientific name is Pinus monophylla. And these are usually higher elevation plants, often found in conjunction with junipers, and often found in areas that humans would gather for shelter or processing food. And this particular rock area was used by First Nations people in Joshua Tree National Park. You can see it down by the Ryan's Peak Trailhead parking area. Unlike most other pines, pinyon pine seeds are large and don't have wings. They have a thin shell, which has made them easy to eat for animals, including humans, and birds, which help to distribute them, due to tending to hide them for a winter food source, which they then might forget about. We are lucky to have places like Joshua Tree National Park that protect these important species. All done. Thank you for joining me on our visit to Ryan's Peak in Joshua Tree National Park. I hope you'll join me next time, where we take a drive down Geology Tour Road and check out some awesome flowers. See you next time.